because this is my best friend.
Yungeen Ace thanked Shooter right after admitting to killing Foolio, so it wasn't strange to see his affiliates reacting to the death news.
It's somewhat fake, but I can say majority of it fake.
While Jadot Breezy thinks Foolio's death never happened.
Snitch for my freedom, I will die for my freedom.
Charleston White believes his freedom was worth the rapper's death.
They ended up he died.
And FBG Butter has no reason to hide his hate for his rival. But why did they all wait until his death? Let's find out. Yungeen Ace opens floodgates with Do It. Jacksonville rapper Foolio's death has been wrapped in controversy right from the minute the news broke, denying fans the opportunity to mourn the rapper properly. One man who has been the center of all the controversy is Yungeen Ace, who took his years-long bitter feud with Foolio to another level in the aftermath of his fatal shooting. Just hours after the tragic assassination of Foolio, Yungeen Ace shocked the world by releasing a diss track titled Do It. The timing of the release was nothing short of controversial, leaving fans and critics in a state of disbelief. Yungeen Ace's Do It is a track filled with violent imagery and boasts about his readiness to take down his enemies. The lyrics are chilling, with lines like, "Every car I've been, these B-tinted choppers and killers in it, catches and do his you know he finished. He with his baby do it, he with this do it, with his mama do it." While Ace doesn't mention Foolio explicitly, the timing and themes of the release left little doubt about his target. On top of that, the release of Do It quickly went viral, racking millions of views within hours. Fans flocked to YouTube to listen to the track, and the comment section was flooded with reactions. The sheer audacity of dropping a diss track so soon after Foolio's death was a move that left many speechless. Social media was ablaze with reactions to Do It. One top comment on the YouTube video read, "Bro already celebrated." Another added, "Dropping this shit the same day he died is crazy work." Some fans even joked about the legal implications, with one user saying, "They said the Fed's gonna love this one." The track sparked a firestorm of debate, with opinions ranging from admiration for Ace's boldness to condemnation for his insensitivity. The reactions weren't limited to fans. Influencers and fellow artists also weighed in on the controversy. Some praised Yungeen Ace for his fearlessness, while others criticized him for being disrespectful and opportunistic. The diss track became a hot topic of discussion, with everyone from industry insiders to casual listeners chiming in. But for those familiar with the Jacksonville rap scenery, this was just another chapter in the ongoing feud between the two rappers. To understand the depth of their animosity, we need to go back to the origins of their conflict and the key events that have escalated the situation to deadly proportions. For years, the Jacksonville drill rap scene was dominated by ATK rapper Yungeen Ace and KTA rapper Foolio, two young artists representing gangs locked in a bitter rivalry that soon became personal. The beef between Ace and Foolio went from bad to deadly, with the killing of Foolio's 18-year-old cousin Zion Brown in May 2017. The murder of Zion Brown was not just a personal loss for Foolio, it was a catalyst that set off a chain reaction of retaliatory violence. In June 2018, Yungeen Ace became the target of a retaliatory shooting during a birthday celebration. The attack was brutal and left Ace with 8 gunshot wounds. Miraculously, he survived, but 3 others, including his brother, were not so fortunate. They lost their lives in the mass shooting, adding fuel to the already fiery fire between the two camps. Foolio did not let this tragedy go unnoticed. In a move that shocked many, he took to social media to glorify the killing. He even went as far as making a t-shirt to mock the death of Yungeen Ace's brother and friends. This act of provocation was not just a personal insult, it was a public declaration of the ongoing war between ATK and KTA. The violence continued to escalate. In February 2019, Foolio's 16-year-old brother, known as Bibby, was shot at an apartment complex. The attackers didn't stop there. They barely gave the family time to mourn. Later that year, Foolio and his girlfriend were both injured in separate shootings, adding to the mounting toll of violence. As the body count rose, so did the audacity of the provocations. Rapper Xu, a member of Yungeen Ace's ATK gang, took things to another level by putting the fallen KTA victims on the cover of his album, Bibby Out. This blatant disrespect did not go unnoticed by the authorities, and in March, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested Xu in connection with Bibby's killing. This arrest came several months after Xu had brazenly bragged about the killings and smoking Bibby on social media. The feud took a new turn on March 28, 2021, when Yungeen Ace dropped the music video, Who I Smoke. The video quickly went viral, amassing over 18 million views on YouTube by May 2021. The song features Yungeen Ace rapping over the 2000s Vanessa Carlton hit 1,000 Miles. The lyrics are chilling, with Ace rapping about his enemies and their deaths. The hook of the song, where Ace and his clique point towards the sky, is particularly provocative. Ace raps, "Who I smoke, Bibby, who I smoke, Techie, who I smoke, Lil 9, and now I wonder." Each name called out in the song represents a dead op, or enemy, of Yungeen Ace and his ATK gang. These individuals were all killed in gang-related violence, and the song is an attempt to humiliate the surviving KTA members, including Foolio. Not one to back down, Foolio responded with his own track, track When I See You remix. In this video, Foolio takes things to another level by rapping about the 2018 triple homicide in which Yungeen Ace's brother was killed. Foolio dances around a graveyard with a printout of the 3 victims singing happy birthday. The video garnered over 6 million views in a month and remains one of Foolio's biggest tracks to date. Ironically, both rappers were making threats and disses over love songs, a new take on drill rap. The typically embittered lyrics paired with upbeat trap remixes in what is being dubbed smooth drill. Their beef would continue to deteriorate over the years, resulting in the fatal shooting of Foolio. On the night of his birthday, Foolio was ambushed outside a Holiday Inn, marking a tragic and violent end to his life. The details of Foolio's assassination are still emerging, but law enforcement reports indicate that he was shot multiple times in the hotel parking lot. His lawyer, Louis Fusco, confirmed the tragic news and requested privacy for Foolio's family. Meanwhile, the hip-hop community has been left in shock, mourning the loss of a talented artist whose life was cut short in such a brutal manner. Spinabin's tags, Foolio shooting proud day. While the rap world was mourning Foolio's death and still trying to come to terms with Yungeen Ace's disrespectful diss track, Do It, another Jacksonville rapper known as Spinabin sparked a different wave of controversy with his reaction to the news. In a series of Instagram posts, he celebrated the news as a victory, declaring, "Game over, we won." As soon as Spinabin posted his celebratory remarks on Instagram, the internet erupted with a mix of outrage, disbelief, and support. One user on X wrote, "This is disgusting, rip Foolio. Spinabin needs to find Christ." Another added, "Spinabin going to hell for that story." The backlash wasn't limited to fans. Fellow artists and industry insiders also expressed their disapproval. Some took to social media to call out Spinabins for his lack of empathy and respect. The controversy even caught the attention of mainstream media outlets, which reported on the incident and the ensuing reactions, further amplifying the story. However, not everyone condemned Spinabins. Some fans and supporters saw his reaction as a reflection of the harsh realities of the rap world. One user commented, "Spinabins and Wapa with the chopper sampling Chingy Holiday Inn to diss Foolio. I can feel it." Another wrote, "Spinabins and Yungeen Ace talking shit about Foolio is crazy. One of them probably next to get caught slipping." The controversy also sparked a broader conversation about the culture of violence and retaliation within the rap community. One user pointed out, "Beef like this never ends, no one won. People are going to keep getting killed, and this for sure ain't the end. His people are going to slide. People are going to die from both slides." This comment reflects a growing concern about the ongoing cycle of violence that has claimed the lives of many artists and continues to be a pervasive problem. So far, the glorification of violence and the normalization of disrespect in the wake of someone's death has had far-reaching consequences. It perpetuates a culture of hostility and aggression, making it even more challenging to break the cycle of violence. This wouldn't be the first time Spinabins would be caught in a controversy involving the glorification of violence and his beef with Foolio. Back in 2021, Spinabins linked up with his friend and fellow ATK gang member Yungeen Ace to release the track Who I Smoke. The song, which included references to deceased members of Foolio's crew, quickly went viral and added fuel to the already raging fire between the rival gangs. Foolio responded with his own diss tracks, further escalating the tension. The rivalry wasn't confined to music alone. Social media became another battleground for Foolio and Spinabin. They frequently exchanged insults and threats on platforms like Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter, with their followers eagerly watching and sometimes even participating in the drama. Next up is one hell of a confident rapper who showed little to no remorse following Foolio's death. FBG Butta laughs at Foolio for dissing Dirt. Shortly after Foolio's tragic demise, FBG Butta joined the train of rappers who were queuing up to have their say about the circumstances surrounding Foolio's death. As expected, Butta's comments weren't kind at all. Foolio spent most of his rap career picking up enemies through his disrespectful lyrics, and Butta was just one of those foes who saw Foolio's death as the perfect opportunity to get one over the late rapper. While making an appearance on DJU TV, FBG Butta was asked about his thoughts on Foolio's shooting, and he didn't hold back. Butta mercilessly trolled Foolio by referring to him as Foolio Goofio. He went on to provide justification for everyone who had mocked Foolio's death by citing how Foolio had done the same in the past. Butta specifically mentions how Foolio dissed FBG Duck when he died.
He was saying crazy shit, like going on rants about Duck and took her for what? What the way you do to you?
Butta also emphasized how there was no reason for the animosity from beef because they were not even playing on the same turf. Foolio hailed from Florida while FBG Butta and his crew were from Chicago, putting them at different ends of the rap scene. However, that didn't stop Foolio from launching an unforced attack on FBG Duck following his death. 4 years later, Foolio was killed in similar fashion, and Butta insists that he got what was coming to him.
That troll and shit, man, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people who be trolling Duck name, bro, they end up be dying and shit, it'd be crazy.
FBG Butta's comments sparked a wave of reactions from fans, with many of them agreeing with his line of argument. While commenting on a clip of the interview that was shared on Reddit, one user wrote, "He has a point though. Foolio was so fanned out he started dissing the GDS, even though ATK members were locked in with OTF. Foolio was a Lil Durk fanatic. K Shorty has the OTF logo tattooed on him. That's some fanatic shit. Vaughn was probably looking into a restraining order before he got killed." Another Redditor commented, "Well, I understand his point though. Dude was ranting some foul shit on Peep's dead homie." Many others highlighted how the culture of dissing the dead was a common practice for rappers, emphasizing that Foolio's death is only going to catalyze more of its occurrence. One notable comment read, "Buddy bought it on himself, just like the next nigga's gonna get dissed when they die." Another comment that has taken the internet by storm after Foolio's demise is from the one who stands on Benez. King Harris stood on Benez with Foolio. Just hours after Foolio's death, King Harris posted a seemingly innocent statement on his Instagram story that was quickly interpreted by fans as a jibe at his former rival's death. The two rising stars had previously locked horns online when Foolio questioned King Harris's gangsta credentials. However, when King Harris wrote, "Y'all be safe out here," on his IG story hours after Foolio's death, fans took it as a final jab at the fallen rapper. As expected, King Harris's statements drew several reactions. Influencer Rap Facts News insinuated that maybe King or his dad dropped a bag on Foolio's head, meaning they might have paid to have him taken out. However, that is only a conjecture. There is no evidence that either of the Harris men had anything to do with his death. People are also warning King to just leave his fascination with street life alone, because nothing good can come from it. One tweet read, "I hope King Harris, T.I.'s son, realizes this ain't no damn game. Foolio checked him not too long ago. Don't make yourself a target." The public is concerned that King's continued involvement in these feuds could lead to more tragedy. Here's a scoop of what went down between Foolio and King. In May 2024, Foolio posted a scathing comment on social media, mocking King for wanting to portray a gangster image despite growing up in a life of luxury. This comment came in response to a video where King got into a tussle with his father, rapper T.I., over his background of means. The video showed a heated argument between father and son, with King vehemently denying that he had a silver spoon upbringing. King Harris, known for his fiery personality, did not take the comment lightly. He responded with a bold challenge, calling Foolio out for a boxing match. Foolio, get your in the boxing ring. Want to speak on me? I hear a lot of these got so much to say and they go viral, but when I tell them they can get in that boxing ring, everybody want to be quiet, 19-year-old Harris declared in a video. Foolio, however, dismissed the challenge with a cutting remark, suggesting King find something more productive to do. "I barely post or troll no more, King, find you something productive to do before you be watching Netflix in heaven with our Lord and Survivor," he wrote only a month ago. The feud seemed to simmer down after this exchange, but the tension between the two remained palpable. The next person on the list is rapper 23 KB, who shares disrespectful photos. 48 hours after Foolio was fatally shot in a drive-by incident in Tampa, Florida, rapper 23 KB posted a series of photos that would ignite a firestorm of controversy. In these images, 23 KB is seen posing with a gun in front of a Holiday Inn, his expression defiant and the weapon prominently displayed. Fans of Foolio were quick to condemn 23 KB's actions, viewing them as a blatant show of disrespect towards the deceased rapper and his grieving family. One user commented, "Bro ain't even been gone a day, this nasty work." Critics of 23 KB also weighed in, accusing him of using Foolio's death as a means to gain attention and clout. Many saw the photos as a calculated move to capitalize on the tragedy and keep himself in the spotlight. The backlash was swift and severe, with calls for 23 KB to apologize and take down the photo. However, not everyone was quick to condemn 23 KB. Some fans and supporters defended his actions, suggesting that the photos were being taken out of context. They argued that 23 KB was expressing his grief in his own way, and that the gun was a symbol of the harsh realities faced by many in the rap community. This perspective added another layer to the debate, with heated discussions breaking out online. The location of the photo shoot also played a significant role in the public's reaction. The Holiday Inn, where 23 KB posed with the gun, was the actual site of Foolio's murder. This proximity led to further speculation about the message 23 KB was trying to send. Was it a taunt directed at Foolio's associates, or was it a misguided attempt at paying homage to the fallen rapper? The internet was rife with theories, each more sensational than the last. In the midst of this uproar, 23 KB remained silent. He did not issue any statements or explanations for his actions, leaving the internet to speculate and draw its own conclusions. This silence only intensified the scrutiny, with many wondering what 23 KB's next move would be. Meanwhile, this next Yungeen Ace affiliate brazenly mocks the dead. Charleston White mocks Foolio's death. YouTuber Charleston. White took to social media with a reaction that can only be described as callous and insensitive. In a video that quickly went viral, White began by claiming that he had expected Foolio to get shot eventually. He then joked about the location of the shooting, saying, "The Holiday Inn? What the ain't no protection on at the Holiday Inn. They ain't even got valet parking." But White didn't stop there. He went on to make an even more shocking statement, claiming that nobody should be sad about the incident because Foolio worked hard to die. He stated, "I knew they was going to get him because the boy worked hard to die." He further continued, "Should nobody be sad? The way the nigga lived and talked gangster, should nobody be sad for what happened to Julio Foolio? One thing we know about him, he didn't go to heaven." These comments were met with immediate backlash from fans and fellow artists who took to social media to express their outrage. Many condemned White's remarks as disrespectful and heartless, arguing that no one deserves to be spoken about in such a manner, especially in the wake of a tragic death. One particular internet user bashed the YouTuber, stating, "You ain't going to heaven either." Other netizens highlighted that White's comments were insensitive and promoted the culture of glorifying violence through social media. One fan wrote, "No matter how y'all feel, somebody just got killed and on his birthday. That sad as hell." Another person slammed White, saying, "As a grown man, he should be saying something positive, not glorifying it." Meanwhile, some fans agreed with White, pointing out Foolio's past antics of mocking those who had died through his rap lyrics. One comment read, "Sad thing is everyone knew this was coming. Foolio was always dissing the deceased." For many of his fans, though, Foolio was more than just a rapper. He was a voice for his community and an inspiration to many. His music resonated with fans who saw themselves in his struggles and triumphs. Expectedly, the focus remains on honoring Foolio's legacy and seeking justice for his untimely death. We draw the curtain on one rapper whose silence has earned him a front row on the troll seat. J. Breezy pulls away from Foolio beef. In the aftermath of Foolio's death, J. Breezy stayed silent and decided to keep to himself, a move that should have ordinarily earned him commendation or at least some privacy. However, J. Breezy's silence amidst all the drama surrounding Foolio's death only drew the attention to himself. Before long, fans began trolling him and asking when he would be dropping a diss track, with some even claiming he would have nothing to sing about following Foolio's death. The disrespectful comments about his musical competence seemed to hit a nerve, as it forced J. Breezy to finally break his silence. In a tweet posted on June 26th, Breezy responded to the trolls saying, "Y'all going on with all that, what y'all gonna rap about now? Ian got a diss. That's just what y'all want to hear. I have a whole nother fan base that with my melodic and I can actually rap, so go ask another MF that, not me." He followed up with another tweet where he reinforced that his musical success was not tied to his rivalry with Foolio. While citing his song Suicide Letter, Breezy wrote, "My first million views ever came from a Pain song. Damn, what y'all forgot can't be real Breezy supporters, WTF." Despite Breezy's response and apparent lack of interest in getting pulled into the controversy surrounding Foolio's death, fans continued to troll the rapper, some even going as far as demanding a diss track from him. The trolling also extended to other social media platforms, including Instagram, where some of the comments accused him of being involved in Foolio's murder. While commenting on his post on Instagram, one user wrote, "We know you did it, fam." Another comment read, "You the main suspect, NGA," accompanied by several laughing emojis. As the thread of comments got longer, it became clear that there was no evidence to back their wild claims. This was just a deliberate attempt by Foolio fans to get under Breezy's skin, and it seemed to be working. This recent trolling from Foolio fans all but confirmed Breezy's previous statements about his feud with Foolio, in which he alleged that it was the late rapper who was always poking for trouble. Breezy made this claim during a 2021 interview with Say Cheese. During the interview, Breezy also told the show's host that he didn't have anything negative to say about Foolio, and that things were always getting blown out of proportion regarding their feud. Furthermore, Breezy emphasized that he didn't want any part of the beef, and he wanted his name to be taken out of the entire rivalry. Breezy revealed that he only ever wanted people to know him for his music, and not because of some controversy or beef. However, despite his best effort to avoid a feud, Foolio would always instigate him at times, prompting him to come up with a response. The same scenario seems to be playing out with Foolio's fans, who have savagely trolled J. Breezy in a bid to get a reaction from him. While his response may have calmed things down, it remains to be seen how long that peace would last before the mob come back for another round of baiting Breezy to draw some words out of him. Foolio had beef with so many people, so it's not surprising that the aftermath of his death has been a makeshift reunion of all his rivals and an opportunity for them to take one final jab at the deceased rapper. Sadly, Foolio may be gone, but his legacy lives on. To get a premium update on what's to come, ensure to click on the card showing on the screen.